Welcome to the Musar video blog. So as I've mentioned many times before, I oftentimes look in the book Chovos HaLevavos, Duties of the Heart. So here I have Hebrew edition. And in the section Cheshbon HaNefesh, where he makes daily reckonings, he has the following. And before I tell you what he writes, I'm going to just give you a little background. This book, Chovos HaLevavos, Duties of the Heart, was written close to 1,000 years ago. And it was written for a community which essentially was a Torah observant community. Right? Basically everybody kept Shabbos, everybody kept kosher, everybody kept the whole Torah, more or less. Okay, with that in mind, he writes here, and he says to the reader, you should make a reckoning with yourself and what has passed in your days, in your life so far. Did you find yourself busy with serving God? Or were you busy serving your Yetzer Hara, your inclination for negativity? So, as I read this line, I thought to myself, wait a minute, he's writing this for an audience who basically are keeping the mitzvahs. As I said already, they're keeping Shabbos, keeping kosher, they're keeping Pesach, they're keeping Rosh Hashanah. They're sitting in the sukkah, they're doing all that. So what kind of question is this? What have you been busy your life? Have you been busy serving God, or have you been busy engaging in serving your Yetzer Hara, your inclination for negativity? Well, the answer is simple, of course. These people, they're all keeping the mitzvahs. Well, what's the question? So really, as you read further, you see that he's getting at something else. Yeah, I know you do all that stuff. I know that. I know you keep all the mitzvahs. I know that. That's not what we're talking about here. As he concludes, a little bit later, he says that everybody has to make a reckoning with oneself. And if possible, they should do it every day. And they should think about, what is it that I'm doing? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing in this world? And if not, then don't delay. Get to work. Now, I just paraphrased it, but that's the gist of what he says. So, of course, he's talking to an audience who's keeping the mitzvahs. That's not the question. But you can do something, and you can do something. You can do whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever it is that you're doing, and you decide, this is something I should be doing. Well, you could do it in a perfunctory way. You could be just going through the motions. It could be with regards to anything. Person gives charity. Oh, I'm giving charity. Well, it's a very wonderful thing. Take money, give it to something. What's going on inside when you do it? You're doing it because, well, I don't know, just like everybody else is doing, I'll do it too. Which isn't bad. I can't say it's a bad thing. But it's surely not ideal. Ideal would be, this is an opportunity for me to help people. And I want to do it with a giving spirit. Sometimes people give charity and, okay, whatever, what am I supposed to do? I have to give it. If I don't give it, it's going to be bad for business. People are going to look at me, they're going to say, oh, this guy's such a cheapskate. I don't want to patronize his business. Could be a thing like that. It could be just, he's embarrassed. Other people are going to look at me and say, oh, that guy, what a stingy guy he is. He's loaded and he's such a miser, he doesn't give any money. So it could be all kinds of different thoughts, motivations going inside the person. Of course, you want to do it for the right reason. You want to say, I'm doing this. First of all, it's a mitzvah. God wants me to do this. And also, by doing this, I am enabling a person or people to become better, to improve their lot in this world, to improve the state of affairs for the world at large, whatever it is. That should be the intent. I mean, you could go down every single act along this line. We could analyze it and say, I could be doing the act, but what's really going on inside of me? Because at the end of the day, the inner world of the person is really what's most important. So he's talking about, have you been making a daily reckoning or not? Have you been doing a regular looking into oneself and see why I'm doing what I'm doing? And if you haven't, he says, start now. Look at the things you're already doing. Try to analyze why you're doing it. See if you can improve what's going on in your inner world and make those changes. Start on the road to making those changes. So that's an important thing that's relevant to all of us. We could be doing good stuff, but we have to take time. We have to give ourselves a little time every day and start thinking inside, what's really going on inside of me? Why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I want recognition? I want people to honor me? Or am I doing this because of pure motivations? And if not, then what can I do to make it pure? This is relevant to us all the time. We'd be doing ourselves a great favor by taking out the time, looking inside ourselves, trying to analyze why I do what I do, and how can I make it better. See you next time.